What's up, Avery Pro fam? It's actually Daniel here, your host today, and today we're going to be discussing mods and Starfield. Just a quick reminder, guys, if you like our content, click that subscribe button. If you like our videos, remember to click that like button. And also, guys, if you want to be notified every time we release a new video, please click that bell notification. Also, guys, leave a comment down below if you have any inputs. You know, if you want to say anything about our videos, if you want to put, input your views, or if you want to give us advice on how we could improve our videos and stuff like that, go ahead. We read them, we do appreciate them, and as I say, guys, we are on a journey with you guys, yes? So with you putting down advice on how we could improve certain areas of our videos, we do take it on board and we do implement them. We've done it plenty of times with other people who have commented saying, oh, you should do this or you should do that, and we do put it on. And we're always changing the way our videos look as well. So basically, just quickly, yeah, if you have any advice for us, or if you just want to say anything regarding the topics we're discussing or socialize with the community, then please leave a comment down below. It's not wasted, and we do appreciate it. Right. Now all that's out of the way, let's get into mods. So mod support for Starfield is going to be massive. If you haven't seen the video that I did a few days back, it was highlighting all the negatives that I've noticed in Starfield. And I haven't been playing it constantly. It's not like one of those games that I've been addicted to and I've played it hour on hour, But I did play it for a few hours and I did notice a few things that hinder immersion, and I think that mod support is really going to help with that. I think one of the difficult things that mods are going to find is that the loading screens. I think the loading screens is going to be a big problem with mods. Like our mod's going to be able to eliminate that problem. Who knows? Because there's going to be a lot of mechanics that mods have to add, i.e. removing the loading screens and making workable doors that go into the building, and that's if actually in those buildings there is that environment. We don't know whether or not you click X, load, and then you are transported to somewhere else and it just looks like it's in that building. So there's lots of things that would go into a mod removing the loading screen thing, but that's only one thing. I think the mods could improve stability, and we've already got mods like that, and I also think that mods will add to the immersion. So although loading screens do hinder immersion dramatically, I would say, in some areas, like when I go onto my ship, I have to load in. No joke, I have to load in to get into my ship, and that's just, it just annoys me, So I think if they could get a mod that even just, remove that, that'd be awesome. But anyway, guys, yeah, so mods in general for this game are going to be massive, even if they don't make one for loading screens necessarily. I think there's going to be loads and loads and loads of positive mods that are going to come out to, bring that feel of life into the game. Now, a lot has already been added to the game, and to be fair, Bethesda did a pretty good job at adding life to the game, adding cool mechanics. Like, I still can't get over the mechanic where you attack a ship and then when you've attacked it to a certain degree, you can actually dock the ship and you can shoot people on the ship. I just think that's an awesome mechanic, and yeah, no other space game's done that before, so I think that was pretty awesome. But yeah, guys, I think that Starfield could really benefit from mods, and the good thing is it's Bethesda, so Bethesda are a big supporter of mods, and they've always stated that. And also Xbox have stated that they will include mod support with Starfield. Now, we all know there are a lot of games only have a PC support with mods, and and they're not actually through the actual game itself. They're separate, whether that's Nexus mods or something like that. So with Starfield, you're going to have an option within the game to download created mods by the community, which I think is really awesome, because you find that a lot of developers will create a game and they'll be like, right, we've created the game, on to the next one. They don't really support it content-wise going forward. And that's why mods are a good thing, because that gives the community more power, that gives the community more creative freedom, and it also improves the experience of the game going forward, because people will play these missions and all that, and then they will get bored. Eventually, people will get bored. It might not be, might not be for 10 years or something like that. I doubt it will be. I doubt this game will last as long as GTA 5 has. you know, because obviously GTA 5 has gone through, what, three generations now. So I don't think it'll be like that, but I think that the game could definitely last with what it's got so far for 4 or 5 years, without people starting to say, oh, it's getting boring now, you know. But that's why mods are a good thing, because mods could potentially keep this game going for decades. No joke. Because look at Starfield, for instance. Starfield isn't like Skyrim or Fallout 4. Or Fallout 4, because that's the only Fallout I played. But, you know, Fallout series in general. It's not like those games, because those games are, well, you can tell lots of different stories within that world. You can't really do that with Starfield. Like, Starfield is an open universe, you know what I mean? It would make more sense just to add bonus mission packs or DLCs or something like that. It wouldn't necessarily make any sense to make a second Starfield. So I don't think that they will make a sequel to Starfield, but I think that the game will continue to evolve and continue to improve, and I do think that the game will receive DLCs and all that sort of stuff as well. But not for a while. But I think it will happen. I think I read that there is a DLC planned for next year. So I know that Bethesda has the vision of improving the game and keeping the content coming. But yeah, I just think that mods are going to be good, and I think that mods are going to kind of help Bethesda in a way, because Bethesda might feel pressure if they didn't have mods, you know, because people might get bored and be like, where's all these content you've promised us? Well, at least with the mods, well, while Bethesda are cooking at what they're doing, at least they have the mods to keep them busy, you know. I can think of many mods that are going to improve Starfield. For instance, I'm just going to say it straight out there. They'd already started to make Star Wars mods, so it's pretty clear that Star Wars is probably going to play a major role in Starfield, no joke. And I think, to be honest with you, I think Bethesda did take a few things from the Star Wars universe, to be honest with you, whether it's the city and the way the city looks, or whether the cities, especially New Atlantis, whether or not it's the powers that you can have in the game. Now, guys, you know, all these things kind of coexist with Star Wars, you know, with the Force and all that sort of shit. So I think that I think Bethesda have taken like inspiration from the Star Wars universe, and I think that it's only obvious that the community is going to do the same thing, and they're probably going to even implement things from Star Wars into Starfield, which I'm really looking forward to, and I can't wait to download and, you know, play, to be honest. I think I am kind of getting bored of the Starfield story, so I'm excited to kind of, in a weird way, make it into a Star Wars game, but that's not possible at the moment because there's not really lots of mods with Star Wars in it. Right, well, another one, guys, which is pretty clear, is Star Trek. Star Trek is another thing I could see being implemented massively into Star Wars, Starfield. Forgot, but I was talking about Star Wars. Anyway, I can see Star Trek being implemented into Starfield, definitely, and I think that Star Trek might actually work better in Starfield than Star Wars. The reason I say that is because Ubisoft are making an open world Star Wars game, and I fear there actually might be some legal issues with having Star Wars content in Starfield so close to when they're meant to be launching Star Wars Outlaws, which is coming out next year, so not long. I also think, though, that with Star Trek, because Star Trek there isn't really a massive open world Star Trek game. I mean, there is a free game that you can obviously download, which I've played. I remember playing a few years ago, and I did enjoy it. There is that, but I wouldn't necessarily. I don't think they'd be coming after Bethesda or the people who made that mod, you know, and saying, "Oh, you can't have this because we have this game." You know, I don't think that would happen. So I think I could see Star Trek being more of a thing in Starfield than Star Wars. But that's not to say that Star Wars doesn't happen. That's not to say that, you know, that Star Wars overtakes Star Trek. You know, there's lots of possibilities. But I definitely think that Star Wars and Star Trek, to some degree, are going to play a role in mods for this game. I can see people actually changing the way that planets look, you know, to fit planets that are in the Star Wars universe and in the Star Trek universe. So I can definitely see that happening. I could definitely see ships from those universes coming into the game as well. but I'm only covering one genre of mods really there, guys. You know, that they're like massive different themes, aren't they? You know, I could also see, obviously you got clothing mods that are going to be coming into the game, and that could, you could literally probably, you could get literally you could literally get like Fallout clothes come into Starfield. You could literally get Skyrim clothes that come into Starfield. The the possibilities are endless with this game and with mods. They're endless because this game is an open universe. It gives so much opportunity. So that's all I really want to say on mods, guys. I just wanted to kind of express how excited I am about the mod support coming to Starfield. I definitely think it's... See, now, I haven't played a lot of it, so I think it's unfair for me to say that it gets boring pretty quickly because other people might find it enjoyable. Like, I like exploration, but I also like immersion, and there's a few things in this game that knock the immersion out of the equation, and with that, that's kind of hindered my joy for the game. But that's not to say that that's going to continue. There could be a lot of mods that come out that remove those immersion hindrances, and potentially, the game will be experienced in the way I wanted to experience it when I imagined how it was going to be. But as I say, guys, lots of things coming to the game in the future. I can definitely see that, and I do think that this game has a bright future. I'd also say, guys, I view this, I did say in my videos, this is not No Man's Sky, and I stick with that. This is not No Man's Sky, but in terms of the way I see it progressing, I do think it will be a No Man's Sky scenario where No Man's Sky, when it first came out, was viewed as a piece of shit, basically. Oh, it's a load of garbage, don't waste your money. And now it's actually turned into a pretty decent game, I hear. I haven't played it recently, but I have seen videos, and it does look like it has improved dramatically. And I think the good thing is the company continues to support it going forward, and the company's continuing to improve the game and the content. So I think that is going to kind of be the thing with Starfield. I think that they are going to take on board what the community wants. I mean, this has just come to my mind straight away. I can't even believe I didn't mention this. Another great mod that's going to probably come into Starfield is multiplayer, of course. Bethesda haven't given multiplayer support for this game, so I do see that being something that the mod community would do. But only time will tell. But yeah, guys, I mean, I just look at the overall thing, and I definitely see this being like a No Man's Sky scenario where this game is going to be viewed as it's not exactly the the best game out there. It's not exactly this console generation defining game. I would probably go as far to say that a lot of people are going to view this game as shit to begin with, and then I think as time goes on, with the mod support and with the Bethesda continuing to support the game on their end, I definitely see this game having a really bright future. But I don't see that. I don't see the game being what people anticipate it to be for a few months. I wouldn't say it's going to be years like No Man's Sky. I wouldn't say that, but I would say a few months. I would say if you're not enjoying it now, delete it because it's a waste of space on your hard drive or your SSD or whatever, and then re-download it in a few months, January, February time, and I reckon there'll be mods out there that can definitely give you the experience you want. I'm not going to delete it because, well, it's just a hassle to re-download because I had to download it 3 times. I'm not going to go over that though, guys, because it's a long story. But yeah, I think that we're not really going to be getting the full immersion we could get from this game for a few months because, as I say, it's still new. It's only just come out, so I think there's a lot. I think there's a lot that could be added to it, but not just from the mod community, from obviously Bethesda as well. I mean, if Bethesda are seeing this video, unlikely, but if they are, please remove the loading screens, please. I mean, they just hinder the experience. Seriously, you need to remove the loading screens, and ideally, you need to make it so you can fly onto a planet simultaneously. Now, I know, before you comment down below, why did you buy it when they told us that was going to be the case in the first place? Yes, okay, I did know that you wouldn't be able to fly onto a planet simultaneously. I did know that. I did know it wasn't going to be an immersive landing. But what I will say is when it came to loading screens, they weren't very honest and transparent about it, and I do think, and in my view, the loading screens and how many there are in this game is unbelievable. Whether it's buildings, ships, just going into a little hut. I mean, from a game studio like Bethesda, I'd expect this on an Xbox 360, even an Xbox One. But going into this generation, and we've still got this issue. When other games prove that it is possible not to have those, yeah. I'm just pissed off about the loading screens. Not so much about the simultaneous landings, because I say that was explained to us beforehand. But another thing that I would also state is I do see with the boundaries on the maps as well. When you load on a planet, it's like a box, you know, like a square, and you can explore that area, and then you have to load into the next part. So it's not like you can explore the whole planet on foot without there being anything that pops up. And then there's a barrier that stops you from doing that as well. I do see a mod removing that. I think that'd be pretty easy to remove. I don't understand why they've done that or why they've got that. That has annoyed me because they didn't really mention that. I saw a video where the guy actually said if you wanted to, you could explore the entire planet. Well, yeah, you can explore the entire planet, but you'd have to keep on loading onto different blocks of the planet every bloody 10 minutes. No joke. It's not funny. I don't appreciate that, because we were told something different, and then I think it was like a day before then they opened up about it, because they didn't want to be seen as liars. Personally, that's how I view it. But I wasn't very happy about that either. We were told about the simultaneous landing. That they were transparent and honest about that. You know, fair enough. But I do think there was some things that they didn't mention until last minute. That's quite devious, to be honest with you, and I'm not a fan of that. But anyway, I think mods will kind of improve all that. I do think they're going to remove a lot of those problems, and I do think that this game will be one hell of a game by this time next year. No joke. I do see this game being something that people will really enjoy. But again, only time will tell. But I do think mods are going to kind of be the heart of this game going forward. Anyway, guys, that's it from me on this video. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate it. I hope you have a great rest of your day and a great rest of the week. Because when you're seeing this will be coming out in the week or the weekend. So either one, guys, week or weekend. Have a great time. And I will see you on the next one. Oh, and just a quick thing, guys. Just to let you guys know. We will not, for the next 4 weeks, we will not be posting any videos on the YouTube channel. There's some things that we're dealing with at the moment, or internally, with Avery Productions. So there's a few things we're trying to deal with. So we will not be posting for the next 4 weeks, but we'll be back to regular posting from November. So yeah, we'll pretty much be going from, I'd say, so it'll probably be like from the 20, so you'll get your videos from the 22nd of September and the 28th of September. You get videos on those days. I believe those are the days that will be. Don't quote me on that, guys, but you'll get the videos that come out for next week, because I'm filming this video for next week. You'll get the videos for that, but you will. Is it? No, it isn't. It's a timer. No. I'm losing the plot, guys. Anyway, if you've clicked the bell notification, you click that, and you'll be notified every time we post a new video. There'll be new videos coming out next week, but after that, it will be about 4 to 5 weeks until we post and we get back to our regular posting. But guys, you can check us on Kick. We will still be streaming as normal every week. Well, I will personally. I don't know what the other gang's going to be doing. But you will see some of us streaming now and again. There will always be some sort of content every week, but there won't be anything new on the YouTube channel. But as I say, guys, just click that bell notification if you want to be notified, and then you'll see. But we post on a Wednesday and a Saturday when it comes to our news videos. So yeah. Okay, guys, that's about it. Really, I've waffled on a bit there, but I just wanted to let you guys know that, and I will see you on the next one. Okay, bye bye.